All right, FightHype.com, wrapping up with Jessie Vargas. Last day before you leave for Chicago, I believe that's right?
That is correct. You know, it's the last day here in Vegas, and we'll be taking off to Chicago soon. Tomorrow morning, and you know, we finished camp extremely well. Happy with how everything turned out, and now all we need to do is perform and be happy with our performance come Saturday, October 6th on Dazn. Remember?
Yeah, it's a lot of talk about networks as it pertains to boxing right now. You are the first American main event on Dazn, but HBO, a company that you broadcasted fights for, you called fights for HBO Latino, you beat Saddam Ali to become world champion on HBO. What did you think about them closing their doors this week to boxing?
Well, I mean, the way I see it, I'm just gonna move over here. The way I see it is it's unfortunate because the more platforms that boxing has, the more exposure it will have. You know, so you know, having different platforms always is beneficial in the boxing biz. But you know, it's unfortunate that HBO had a a lot of success in the last 45 years. You know, with them having HBO boxing and boxing telecast on their show. They had great commentators, they had a good team. It's just unfortunate that they are ready to leave the sport. But you know, when one door closes, another one opens, and now we have Dazn. So everybody tune in, subscribe to Dazn. It's the first month is free, second, third, and anything next to that is $9.99 a month. No contract. You know, you can terminate it anytime you want, but believe me, once you are involved, you won't want to terminate it. So tune in through Dazn. I know we don't have HBO boxing anymore for 2019, but we have Dazn. So tune in, and we're gonna have our American debut in October 6th, this Saturday night, and we're gonna have you know, we're gonna show you entertainment. I think we're gonna give you a great telecast. We have great commentators. We have Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, one of my idols. We have Sergio Moro, who does a tremendous job, you know, analyzing the fights. I think we have Michael Buffer, of course.
Brian Kenny.
An exclusive deal. Brian Kenny, of course. And I think that we have put a great team together for you to sit down and enjoy. You can watch it on your Apple TV, on your iPad, iPhone. I mean, even the Xbox has it, so you can watch it through there. I mean, there's plenty of different ways for you to tune in through Dazn. Just remember to subscribe. Go to Dazn.com, DAZN.com. And I mean, it's as easy as that. You know, first month is free. Tune in.
Now, you dealt with HBO as a fighter, but before I ask you about that, I wanted to ask you, as a fan who grew up watching the sport, what are you going to think of, and what memories will you have when you think of HBO boxing? It's like
HBO boxing had a great run. I mean, you remember the time of when Holyfield was on it, when Oscar De La Hoya, Trinidad, Julio Chavez, Oscar De La Hoya, Winky Wright, Lennox Lewis. Man, the list goes on and on. Floyd Mayweather, so many fights. You know what I mean? The list goes on and on. And it's unfortunate, like I said, you know, but things happen. I mean, remember Showtime discontinued their boxing program, you know, after a while, and now it's back on and it's doing quite well. You never know, HBO might come back in the years to come. Maybe it's just taking a recession at the moment, but it will get hurt because, I mean, boxing is a big part of American television. Honestly, it is. You know, boxing is a sport that generates millions of viewers. And if you're not putting on the right fights, well, of course you might have a little bit of a problem, and that's probably what happened with HBO. But you know, I'm sure that with Dazn you won't have that problem. So tune in Saturday night, October 6th, and I wish HBO all the best. It was a great run. I had a lot of good times, good memories that I will never forget and cherish. You know, that had to do with HBO, whether it was me being a boxing analyst or just a spectator. You know, from my house, I remember being 11 years old and watching the Trinidad Oscar De La Hoya fight. We had everyone at our house. So those
when they robbed Oscar.
Yeah, those moments will be unforgettable. You know, we'll cherish them, and we thank the boxing channel that had it. At that time it was HBO. You know, we wish you all the best. And now it's we continue to move forward. Now we look forward to watching the fights through Dazn, I myself included. Of course, I won't be watching the October 6th fight because I'll actually be in action at the moment You know what I mean by that is I'll be performing for all of you. So tune in on Dazn, $9.99 a month. First month is free. And I thank you for all the support. Dazn is Dazn.com. Check us out.
And when just to keep touching on, when they released their statement, HBO, they said they pride themselves on storytelling and those that was their main emphasis. Do you think that the sport loses anything with them going by? And should anyone, Dazn, Showtime, should they incorporate any of the stuff? Any of the feel, anything that anybody should take notes from and incorporate that HBO did for those folks?
Definitely. I think HBO took boxing to another level, you know, in its time. And then in 2018, other channels, other avenues, other platforms have used that as a blueprint and continue to have success in their own way. You know what I mean? Kind of changing it into their own style. I believe that you're going to see a lot of that in other channels, and one of them is going to be Dazn. You know, you're going to see some of that storytelling, big fights, and entertainment. You're going to watch it on Dazn, but HBO did a tremendous job in everything that they did. And it included Larry Merchant was past gone. I mean, he's been gone for several years, but you know, Max Kellerman did a good job. Did a great job actually.
Which is
Jim Lampley did an amazing job. You know what I mean? Jim Lampley is one of my favorites as a commentator. So you know, we have a step to take from that. You know what I mean? Because the way to the future is to continue to progress, to continue showing something new. And I think that these new channels, especially Dazn, will be doing just that.
And lastly, man, just to close that chapter on HBO, actually it was cool to hear that you're cool with Kellerman. I know before the Pacquiao fight you guys had your disagreement, but now it's all good, right, with you?
Yeah, I mean, I respect everyone's opinion. That's the thing about me. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and if I agree, I'll let them know that I agree, and if not, I'll make sure I'm heard, and I expect the same respect that I give when it comes to giving my opinion. So, I mean, that's the way I see it. That's the reason why we have respect for one another. You know, we are colleagues. We do work with one another a lot, frequently. Not anymore because unfortunately HBO has you know, closed down HBO boxing. But you never know. We might meet again very soon. I wish them all the best. I wish Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman, Roy Jones Jr. What am I doing? Why didn't I mention Roy? You know, Roy did a fantastic job. I think he was one of the best HBO boxing analyst that was a previous fighter. You know what I mean? He did it. He was the best for sure.
Foreman and George Foreman, Male Sue are pretty good too, right?
He doesn't compare to Roy Jones. I'm sorry, they did a good job. They did a decent job, but I mean, Roy Jones brought you the facts. I mean, he told you a knockout before it was coming. You know what I mean? You just got to give the guy credit. So I'm gonna miss him, but I'm sure he'll be back in front of television being a boxing analyst because he needs to be. You know, we enjoy him explaining to us what's going on in the fight.
All those guys, right? Gotta stay in the sport.
For sure.
Jim, Max, and Roy.
For sure, Jim, Max, and Roy definitely. We would like to see them soon.
And yeah, to close the chapter on that, I asked you what it was like as a fan, as a fighter who became world champion twice on their network. What memories will you have from there, and did you like dealing with HBO?
Yeah, I definitely had a good time. It will always be a special moment for me just speaking of HBO because of it. You know, I became two-time world champion on it, and we have a lot of success. The team that they had was great. I enjoyed working with each and every one of them as a fighter and boxing analyst. So I have nothing but good things to say about them. You know, they've closed their doors now, and we wish them nothing but the best. You know, and they actually contacted me the day that they released that they were closing the chapter on HBO boxing. I appreciate the call. I appreciate them keeping me informed. And like I said, I mean, they have great people working for them. I never had any issues, any problems working with none of them.
Never mind the commentary in your fights. Everything was all good.
I understand it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're pushing for, you know, it's just it comes with boxing. It comes with the territory. So all you could do is just take the good with the bad and turn it into a positive.
But it's a new era now.
New era, yeah. Dazn, you know, so tune in, subscribe. I'm telling you, don't miss out.
See you in Chicago on Saturday, champ.
See you in Chicago.
Thanks.